to show you how to blend. So what I'm going to do is start with the lightest. So, and I'm going to start off coloring very lightly. So, and of course I can't see where I'm applying white first, but I'm going to start with that. And, you know, if I turn my head to the side, I'll be able to see the reflection of where I went. Alright, so I'll start with that, and then I'm going to get to my next lightest color, which is like this peachy color. And when I apply it, I'm just going to do it very lightly at first. I'm not going to apply very dark. Eventually, I'm just going to get darker with it. And I wish I would have erased my pencil line a little bit more, because now all I can see is the pencil line. And so right now I've got this part, and now it's going to start to get darker. So I'm just going to start adding, going to overlap. When you blend, you want to overlap, and just go very lightly at first. You know, it's easier to go darker than trying to take it away. Right here I've got like this line. When you see like a line where it doesn't really blend very well, I usually go back with my other pencil that I started with and overlap that a little bit. I'm going to go a little bit darker with that pencil and overlap. And then I'm just going to apply it just a little bit more here. And maybe in a circular motion to try to get that to blend. Sorry, the bell. Okay, so now I feel as though I need to even start getting darker. So now I'm going to need to get to my next color. Very lightly go over that. And then finally, the darkest brown. I think I'm going to bring that all the way to the edge of the hairline. Overlapping some of the other color I just did in a circular motion. As you noticed, I'm continually going in a back and forth motion, going in the same direction. I'm not like coloring this way and then coloring this way and then coloring in all sorts of directions. You want to continually color in the same direction. It makes it a lot neater. You don't get lines. It's easier to blend. Okay. All right, so I have this here, okay? But as you can see, it's very light. All right, this is how we used to color. But now, like here, it's not matching up, so I need to go darker with this. So now that I got my first layer down, I'm going to go back in, and I think what I'll do now is go over with the white again. I'm going to overlap this a little bit here. I'm not going to overlap the whole thing because I really don't want this to have white in it. This section right here, if I were to add white all the way over, it's going to like dull it down, and I'm not going to be able to get this dark color that I want. Especially when I go to add black here at the end, it'll turn it gray instead. So I'm only going to overlap it here where some of the like really lighter skin tone is. And then I'm going to go back with this one. Now as I've got my second layer going, I'm putting a little bit more pressure now onto my paper. So I'm going to start to get like just a little bit darker. But you need to watch it because you don't want to get to that point of where there's like that definitive line that you're going to have to try to blend, because sometimes it's really hard to do. Okay, so now I feel as though, let's see, I'm going to go with maybe this color next. I had like a reddish tone in there. I think I'm just not going to use that one anymore. Alright, so now I'm going to get a little bit darker. Following the shape of that darkness. And as you can see, it's pretty time consuming. I mean, once you get the hang of it, it goes faster, but when you first start off. All right, so now I want to blend this a little bit right here. See that? Then I'm going to go back with my colored pencil, other color one, the lighter one, and overlap again. Right here where that transition took place. Okay. And I'm going to go back to my darker color. I think I'm going to go to this darkest color here.